Now, 2 days ago, I came to you guys, of course, indicating that this week there are two important events that are set to take place, which might affect the SA stock market, ladies and gents, of which the first event just took place today. Today, ladies and gents, we got to see the cost of living numbers, or the cost of living figures, which, ladies and gents, as I warned you on Monday, it came out worse than what analysts expected or projected, which is something that must just show you that the cost of living in South Africa continued rising. And if you check this specifically on the video that I did on Monday, I did indicate that one of the main reasons why I was basing, of course, this to be worse than what analysts expect was because of the fuel hikes or petrol hikes. Now, before we dig deep into this video, giving you the latest figures that we just received of the cost of living in South Africa, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. Now, if you seek or require professional financial advice, you already know what to do by now, and that is you need to go and consult the professionals. Otherwise, if you enjoy the content that I'll be giving you about the latest figures that we just received of the CPI, or the cost of living in South Africa, please consider hitting that likes button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that at least you get notified every time I drop a new content, because like I always say on this channel, we talk everything that connects to the markets, or anything that obviously can make or break the stock market, which is something that obviously the cost of living is one of the things, as these, ladies and gents, will result or can result in the central bank tomorrow coming out and increase the interest rates aggressively, as I said on Monday. Now, of course, since the house rules are out of the way, as I've said on Monday, I did indicate that should we get to see, of course, the cost of living or the CPI coming out to be worse than what analysts expect, I also expect tomorrow on the interest rate decisions, or that, of course, will be announced by the central bank to be a bit aggressive. So I'm expecting the interest rates to be also be much worse than what analysts expect, or the increase to become much higher than what analysts expect. Now, today, like I said, ladies and gents, as seen on the screen, you notice that we got the CPI figures, which of course came out to show that the CPI, or the cost of living in South Africa, rose for the month of June year over year to 7.4%, which is something that obviously it is much higher than the cost of living which we saw in May, or got to see in May, which was around 6.5%. Now, on the video which I did on Monday, some analysts were projecting that the cost of living might become lower than that 6.5. I think it was 6.2. But now, as seen on the screen, notice that the consensus, which is like the prediction or the estimate by analysts, was sitting at 7.2%. Now, to get to see that the actual figure came out to be worse than what analysts expect, it is something that just has to show you that it's bad. Things are expensive. And remember, as I've told you in some of the videos I did some time back, I think a month or two, it looks like this cost of living, it has not yet reached its peak. We might still expect this figure to increase in the coming months. Now, the good thing, guys, is that one thing that leads into, of course, higher consumer price index, it's oil. And oil, ladies and gents, per barrel, it has been dropping. Right now it's trading, I think, below $100 per barrel, which is something that is good, of course, that might, or which might result in the fuel price, of course, to also come down a bit. I think 2 days ago I read an article, I think, indicating that, of course, the fuel in South Africa could drop, which is something that is amazing. And that, ladies and gents, is coming after, of course, the oil per barrel prices is now trading below $100 per barrel, which is something that, of course, it is a good sign, positive sign, to say that maybe in the next few months we might expect to see, of course, this core CPI, or the consumer price index, dropping or starting to probably stabilize. I don't know if we have gotten to the peak yet, but of course, as per an article, I think, which I did share with you, I think a month or two ago, some analysts were expecting that we might see, of course, the peak of the cost of living in South Africa towards the end of this year, which is something that obviously getting to see already the good signs of the oil prices coming below $100 per barrel. It's something that, of course, makes us to have hope, makes me to be confident that one way or the other we are going to see maybe this CPI or cost of living coming down. Now, ladies and gents, this what we just saw today or witnessed today makes me want to strongly believe, or makes me want to believe, that tomorrow we might get to see the central bank coming and increase interest rate by 75 basis points or 0.75%. Ladies and gents, that is going to hurt a lot of consumers that are having loans with banks, whether car loans or home loans, which is something that obviously if you have any loan or even your credit cards, you're definitely going to feel the heat, because that will mean that the interest that you pay back on your loan are going to increase, and a 75 basis point or 0.75%, it is quite massive, and it is going to make you feel or really feel the heat. But it's not like they have an option to not do that, because like I said, this core CPI, inflation continues to rise, and one thing that stabilizes, of course, inflation is increasing interest rate hikes. So they don't have a choice, they just have to go and increase interest rates, trying to curb this inflation or this cost of living. So tomorrow, my prediction is that we are going to see a 75 basis point interest rate hike or 0.75% interest rate hike. And though it might hurt a lot of people, a lot of consumers, including myself, the central bank does not have a choice. They have to do this, trying to curb this CPI figure which we just saw today. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I should just give you this quick update as to what is it that, of course, we got to see from the CPI numbers today, and how will it affect, of course, the Federal Reserve, and how will it affect the central bank to probably react tomorrow. As you know that tomorrow we've got interest rates decision, where of course the central bank will giving us the interest rates figures. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I should just give you this quick update about the latest CPI or cost of living figures we just received today, and what is it that we can expect to see tomorrow from the central bank in terms of interest rates. As you know that these two goes hand in hand. When the CPI, of course, or cost of living rises, then the central bank is forced to also aggressively increase interest rates, trying to curb this CPI. So tomorrow, as I've said, or as I've told you, I personally am seeing the central bank coming in to increase interest rates by 75 basis point or 0.75%. Otherwise, with all that, guys, that makes sense in terms of stock market investing videos. And if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell, so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you invest in the stock market, before you buy your favorite stocks, favorite ETFs, please make sure that you do your own due diligence, so that at least when you see sharp falls, when you see, of course, massive surging of prices or share prices, you don't get to panic. You sell thinking that maybe if it's surging, it has done its utmost best, or if it's dropping, it will never recover. So if you do, or one medication or one thing that, of course, will make you to succeed, is to do your own due diligence, that at least you get comfortable when you are investing in the stock market, so that you don't panic either when you generate 20% or when you see your stock going down by 20%. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.